wonderland of Alaska. Winding trails lined with snow-trimmed trees, making for a perfect playground for the adventurous.
There's a reason why we're still doing this after almost 40 years is we really do enjoy them, and it gets us out. Most of the time we have them with us.
In this backyard, hikers and bikers and their canines among the more common. Today,
family Camelidae, suborder Tylopoda.
3 sets of 4 legs, to which 2 onlookers hardly knew what to say.
All of a sudden, there's a llama on the trail, a couple of them. That was kind of weird. I was like, oh shoot, is that a moose? No, what is that? Yeah, so that was different, very cool.
I will return home and tell all my family.
Phil saw an ad in an early winter's catalog, and you may not know what that is, but it was an outdoor catalog. And they actually had a couple of llamas for sale in the catalog. And he showed it to me, and we started talking about that, and we said, wow, wouldn't it be great? They're a wonderful animal, they're a wonderful companion.
For the Nicterlines, a family of 5, and a unique trek on the trails every single time.
Cerveza on my left, and this is Raul, and then that's Julio. The talker down there is Julio. But they're the best companions in the backcountry that you can get. They're a best friend forever.
We feel really blessed to have these public lands and have access that's so close to home. You know, we're among the luckiest people in the world to live in a place where you can do this.
With this crew and this view,
enjoy the outdoors, and llamas are just one way to make that experience better.
There's nothing quite like it to beat the winter blues.
You know, llamas make people happy. They always laugh and giggle and have a lot of questions. I don't know anyone who's ever been mad when they saw a llama, you know.
Beth Verge, Alaska's news source.
Well, normally it looks a little bit different.
Begich Middle School is mostly quiet. The hallways stay empty. The lockers stay closed. But one particular classroom stays full of life.
Awesome.
No, not him.
If my music is too loud, you can turn it down.
Science teacher Hannah Souders and her 6th and 7th grade students.
So it's been strange to have an empty classroom every day, but I still like coming in because it feels more like teaching.
The first few weeks of remote learning have proven challenging.
It's difficult to tell whether they're with me or not, and luckily there's like little thumbs up reactions and things that I can sort of track if they're following along, but figure out all the online troubleshooting with passwords and Zoom links, and I can't imagine how difficult that must be, especially if you have multiple kids, and yet we're doing it, and that's awesome.
And teaching science via video can make it especially so.
Thank you for being flexible today with my, once again, tech troubles. So in the spring, there's all sorts of chemical reactions and things that you have to see yourself to really understand what's happening.
But there are good things and good moments too.
Great, here we go. So Zoe says it looks like a candle, so she's using her eyes.
There we go. Okay, can you all see that? It's really nice to have that like almost everyday check-in because we always start with some sort of, you know, good things, sharing. And I think having the social time is really, really important.
And for now, this teacher and all her students are making do.
What if I ate our object? Riley, your face made me smile. Okay, I see some thoughts in the chat box. Some of you have figured out it's actually a string cheese.
If we've learned anything since March, it's how to be adaptable and how to communicate and collaborate. It's not going to be easy, and sometimes it won't be fun, but if you can persevere even through this, imagine what you can do.
In Anchorage, I'm Beth Verge, Alaska's news source.
All right, we will go on the 30. On the 30.
You have to look closely beyond the stellar swimmers and the clear, chlorinated water to see it. But there's a new normal in this pool, and clubs around the country are following suit.
Knowing that I was unlocking the pool for other people, I had butterflies in my stomach. I could hardly sleep the night before. I was very nervous, excited, and I wanted everything to go right.
The Anchorage-based Northern Light Swim Club is back to training, after 2 months away from the water.
It's so exciting. Yeah, it's been really hard, but good.
But with concerns over the coronavirus pandemic hovering, every lap of these training sessions now starts and ends with these.
This is definitely new. I'd say the biggest difference is we're used to having probably 5 or 6 people in a lane during a practice, but it's a little strange.
I wanted everybody to come in and feel like we were doing the right thing.
On top of severely reduced pool capacity, where what usually takes an hour is spread out all day, there's this plexiglass shield with plastic piping on the top and a foam guard on the front edge. Dividers designed by the coach, engineers, nurses, and other swimmers on the team to provide a physical separation between each lane and every athlete.
A physical barrier to help maybe prevent the spread of the virus, and really that's all it's there for, is to help maybe knock down a little bit of the virus, but also make people feel comfortable.
For some, the concept is a breeze, especially if it means getting a fresh kick start on mental and physical health.
The dividers, actually, you don't really notice them. They're not really in the way, and just can't talk to your neighbor in the lane next to you, so that's a little different.
But others are finding it takes some getting used to.
It's a bit odd. I'm a little nervous when I'm going into the wall because I'm worried I'm going to hit them, but our team did a good job of putting them together, so I know we're safe.
Either way, this idea is already making waves, both in and out of the water.
I'm looking forward to hearing every team in the state being back in the water. Juneau, Fairbanks, everywhere. I want everybody back in, and the more of us that are swimming, the better. Yeah.
In Anchorage, I'm Beth Verge, Channel 2 News.